This sun is something crazy right now. But we're on our way to church for this back to school party that they're having.
And I often heard it said that
yeah, I just saw on social media, well, Elsie told me first that Mac Miller passed away, and that I don't know, that really like made my heart sink. I just started listening to his music, like really getting into his music, like literally within the past month. And yeah, that's really sad, but that kind of ties into, it's just so crazy, that ties into what I want to talk later, what I want to talk about later, but I will, you know, obviously talk about that later when I'm alone. But anyways, we are just at the light waiting for the light to change. Right, we're waiting for the light to change. And yeah, LZ is like on standby, so he couldn't come because he technically can't like leave the house or leave the base, so he's at home with Amethyst. I'm kind of sad because I typically don't go anywhere with the kids without Amethyst. So, but the light is turning green, so here we go. Oh wow, good job. Okay, you want to try it?
Ready to try? It's pretty heavy, okay?
Use both hands. You got to use both hands.
Mommy, can I have this?
Yeah, come on. Hit it a little hard. Oh, good job.
Your kids are awesome. Good job.
You get one more. Yay.
High five. Good job. Good too.
Thank you. 4, 3, 2, 1.
When Abby gets out, she'll try to eat you. And then ponytail on this apple juice. Can I?
You say cheese? You always camera ready. Yeah, I'm always ready for the camera.
Be careful.
You said cheese too. Hey guys, it is Saturday. I'm doing a terrible job of vlogging, but what else is new? Ooh, someone's biting me. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay. This is Saturday, September 8th. Amy hurt herself on my phone. She was throwing a tantrum, and she had my phone in her hand, and I was trying to take the phone away from her, and she hit herself in the eye. That's why her eye is swollen right now. Yeah, it's Saturday. It's about 3 in the afternoon. Yesterday was just a really tough day for me. It was just like, you know how you have one of those days where you're just not yourself? That was yesterday for me. Nothing really could keep me in a good spirit. And I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. And I'm the type of person, I think a lot of people can relate. You feel bad when you have a bad day because you feel like you're being ungrateful, or you feel like it could be so much worse and you're being dramatic. But I have felt like that for so long, especially being a mom. It's almost like you feel like you're not allowed to have a bad day. Or being a Christian, you feel like you're not allowed to have a bad day. But let me tell you, no matter what your faith is, your religion, if you have one, if you don't, no matter what your status is, no matter what your occupation is, whether you're a mom or a parent or a spouse or whatever, you're allowed to have a bad day. Like, if you're a billionaire, you're allowed to have a bad day. Like, it doesn't matter. And don't let society or social media or anybody tell you that you're not allowed to have a bad day. Now, the way you deal with the bad day, now that's another story, because you don't want to be harmful to yourself or harmful to other people during your bad day. But if you're just having a bad day and you're dealing with it and you're not hurting anybody or yourself, you're allowed to have a bad day. Now, I'm not saying have a bad day and like let that bad day turn to a bad week and then into a bad month and just be stuck in a rut. You got to pull yourself out of the rut eventually. But anyways, So yesterday I was already feeling down, and then I found out Mac Miller died, and that really kind of like I was like low-key shook, which I feel like a lot of people are. And I know a lot of people my age were really shook because when we were in high school, that's when he was like coming up. And I know his music, like a lot of kids were listening to his music when we were in high school. I really didn't listen to his music all like that. I definitely knew who he was. I definitely have listened to his music. But I recently, like within the past few weeks, have kind of like reconnected or reintroduced myself to his music by listening to his new album. And I was just really like, wow, this dude is like super talented. And I knew about that drama and stuff with Ariana Grande and everything. And I feel terrible for Ariana Grande because people are like blaming her, which is just like, how heartless and cruel, and where's your compassion to blame someone for someone else's death? Like, that's wild to me. But yeah, I just kind of was getting re-familiarized with him, and then this happens, and it's so shocking. So shocking. He's the same age as me. And it's just really shocking. But like I said, I was already having a bad day. Then that happened, and that just kind of sent me into a whatever, because it's just like, this world is so crazy. And you know, I don't know about international music, but American hip hop and rap and stuff really glamorizes drug use, and it's like, why? Normal people are dying from it. Musicians are dying from it. I mean, it's just crazy to me, and it's just like, why? It just really shows how lost our generation is, and it just makes me sad. But anyways, and I'm also super sensitive, and I feel stuff super deeply, so that just kind of like took me over the edge, and I just really had a bad day yesterday, to the point where I almost like didn't want to take the kids to the thing at our church, because Elsie couldn't take them because he was on standby for work, so he stayed home with Amethyst. But it was taking a lot in me to even go to the thing at church, which is not like me, because when I'm in a bad mood, I'm typically like, I really want to go to church. But I was having so much anxiety. Literally, I could feel my heart pounding, and I could feel myself like losing my breath, because I was having literally so much anxiety. And I didn't want to go to church and like come off as having an attitude around, like, you know, my church family. So that was giving me anxiety. But I also was feeling tremendously guilty for not wanting to go, because I knew how much it meant for the kids, which again is the whole like guilt tripping yourself and this and that. It's okay to have a bad day. So I wanted to say that self-care is really, really important. And I am thankful that we are in kind of an age and an era where self-care is being more talked about. But like, self-care is really, really important in all communities, but in the Black community it really is extremely important, because we are taught not to be depressed or sad or anxious or whatever. We're just taught to be like really, really strong and to grin and bear it. Especially Black men too, but Black women, it's like if we're depressed or sad and we lash out, we're just like being angry, which is just not fair. But regardless, this isn't going to be about just Black mental care and Black self-help. This is for everybody. Self-care is really important. And I've always wanted to be able to have a platform, no matter how big or how small, where people could reach out if they needed to. So if you just feel a certain type of way, or you just want to talk, like, I'm always willing to talk to people. Like, I'm always willing to talk. You can DM me on Instagram, or you can @ me on Twitter, which is both @ Viva La Spice. But I mean, I have my days. I've had anxiety for a long, long time. Like, I've had anxiety for almost like 18 years now. I've had anxiety. When I was younger, I didn't know what it was. I had no idea why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and I really felt like I had no one to talk to, because I had no idea what I was feeling. And I don't ever want anyone to feel like that, no matter like how young you are or how old you are or where you are in life. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to have your days where you feel depressed. It's okay to not be okay. That is like the main thing. It's okay to not be okay. Trust and believe that you will get through it. And, you know, dark days, they don't last forever. No matter how long they feel like they're going to last, they don't last forever. And there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So I say all that to say that self-care is important. It's important to unplug sometimes. It's important not to feel guilty for not being okay. No matter how many things you have, no matter like where you are in life, no matter what your life is, it's okay to not be okay. And let's just all not be okay together. And uplift one another so that we can all be okay. Mental health and mental health awareness is just really important, especially being, you know, if you're around my age, if you're in your 20s or, you know, your late teens or whatever, like it's okay. It's okay to go through it. But please don't ever feel like you're alone in that, and please don't ever turn to things that are dangerous to you and to other people, like drugs or, you know, alcohol or just dangerous behaviors, because I think a lot of times people don't realize, because they're so caught up in their depression, they don't realize like the amount of love that is there for them, and how if something happens to them, they don't realize how big of an impact it would have on other people. Because sometimes you feel like no one really cares about me, or like love is all surface and stuff like that. And then you turn to dangerous behaviors that could unfortunately end, you know, tragically. And it's like, you're not alone. Someone out there cares about you. If you feel like literally no one in this world cares about you, like I care about you. I don't ever want anyone to feel that way, because you're not alone. Someone out there cares about you. I'm telling you right now, if no one cares about you, if you feel like no one cares about you, I care about you. And you can reach out to me, like I said, and I will respond and we can talk, because life is hard. I feel like that's not talked about enough, about how hard and crippling life can be, especially when you're not equipped. I sound like Iyanla right now. If you're not equipped with the tools that you need to navigate through life, which is just so true. So many of us are not equipped and are trying to figure it out on our own. But when you're not equipped with the tools to get through life, you turn to things like drugs and alcohol, and just spiral down, and you know, you sadly may never come out of it. So I'm rambling, but I say all that to say, you know, take care of yourselves. You're not alone. Don't ever feel like you're alone. We all have our bad days. You're allowed to have a bad day. You're human, and we're all human, but it's going to be okay.
Beast Monsters.
Put this tent together. And by we, I mean me.
Ultimate Beast Monsters. Hi. My name is Ellie, and I'm four years old. Oh, and I'm about to go to school. Hi. Ultimate Beast Monsters.
If anyone's wondering, I got this tent from TJ Maxx for $9.99. This was a couple months ago, though. Like at the start of the summer. Hi, baby.
Ultimate Beast Monsters.
Alright, so we are about to go to Target and pick up our drive-up order. I don't know if it's available at all Targets yet, but if your Target does drive-up orders, it'll change your life, I'm telling you. Especially if you have kids. Sometimes I need to like run in the store and I have all the kids, and it's like such an ordeal to get all the kids in the store to grab like one or two things. But yeah, with this Target drive-up order, I can just order it on the app and just drive up and pick it up. And I don't even gotta go inside. Don't nobody gotta go inside. So that's what we're about to do right now. Okay, we're on our way to Target right now, and I made a bet with the kids because it's 5 o'clock and no one's had a nap. I made a bet that they were gonna fall asleep. So if they fall asleep, they both owe me $1. Whoever falls asleep owes me $1. And if they don't fall asleep, I owe them $1. Spoiler alert, I lost. We'll see. We should be coming out of that door.
Wait, no. One time you saw.
I think.
It was just.
Got ground cloves. Got my raw wildflower honey. And what? Oh, my elf tweezers. Because I literally can never find my tweezers and I need them. My eyebrows look beastly. I need to tweeze my upper lip. These are only $1, so I get those. Thanks for trying, driver. All right, no one's asleep yet. I'm really like craving that pumpkin spice chai I had. What was that, yesterday? I can't even remember.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, I'm like really craving that, and I feel like I might go down the street to Starbucks. But y'all are gonna fall asleep, so you know I'm gonna get my $2. And
How do you know that?
because I know you guys are.
I'm not tired.
Who just hit me in the head?
Ellie.
Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so good. I got the venti iced chai tea latte with pumpkin sauce and soy and light ice. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh my gosh, look at that rainbow.
Can we go to the end of it and find some gold?
Alright, so I've got everything in the pot. I'm supposed to let it boil and then turn it down and let it simmer for 45 minutes to an hour. Then there are some steps that I have to take, like straining it and stuff like that. And then that's when you add the honey. So I will film that once, you know, it's boiling and all that good stuff. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's simmering. Elsie says it smells funny.
Mommy.
Alright, so my berries have cooled off. Like I let them simmer for about 50 minutes and then I let them cool off. And so you're supposed to strain it. I don't have a strainer, so I'm literally using this like air fryer basket thing. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. You know, like when you fry something, this is like one of those baskets that you put the stuff that you fried in. This is the closest thing I have to a strainer. I have a bowl underneath and I'm just kind of smashing the berries, trying to get the extra juice out. So I'm just like literally pressing it with a spoon so that I can get all this juice out. All right, there's the syrup. I'm gonna have to store it in this little mug for now until I get a jar, like a mason jar to put it in, but there it is. I don't know if this is the right consistency. Maybe it'll thicken up in the fridge, but I'm about to take some. So adults are supposed to take half to a whole tablespoon.
Ready?
All right, the kids are about to take their syrup. Go ahead. You like it? Take it.
I didn't taste it. It smells good.
Okay, well drink it. Look, Raisin is drinking all of his. It's all gone.
All done. I done.
You don't like it? You have to drink it though.
I just think one.
No, you have to drink the whole thing so you'll feel better. So sorry if the TV is so loud because kids are watching a movie. I had some of the syrup and it's fine. I mean, it tastes fine to me. Elsie had some. He said it tastes like medicine. Brayden likes it, Ellie doesn't like it. So half of the house likes it, the other half doesn't like it. I have to Google and see if Amethyst can take it. I think I might be ending the vlog here or ending the night here because I'm so far behind with these vlogs. I don't know which ones I'm like meshing together with more than one day, but I think I'm gonna end filming for tonight. It is almost 11 o'clock. Gonna call it a night, and you know how like when you don't have makeup on, you just feel sleepy? I always feel sleepy without makeup on. No matter like what time of day it is, I just feel sleepy. Like, maybe it's because you like rub your eyes a lot. I don't know what it is, but good night, you guys, and I'll catch you either tomorrow or in the next vlog. Bye.